Still taking the bus? Her voice was sharper than I remembered, like the crack of ice breaking beneath your feet. I turned slowly. Lauren stood there in a sleek black dress, smug and polished. Her new husband, Colin, I believe, hovered beside her, bored, confident, a man used to getting what others paid for. I was supposed to be beneath them, an afterthought in a hotel lobby I shouldn't afford. Then he noticed. His gaze dropped to my wrist and froze. He stammered, a $2 million limited edition? I looked down, touched the watch lightly with two fingers, smiled. Oh, this old thing? Lauren's face didn't move, but her eyes cracked. I watched her carefully, every twitch, every flicker of realization. She thought she buried me, left me behind like a worn-out coat, tore my heart in half, and stitched herself to someone better. But people like her never notice the thread they leave behind. They never expect the thread to pull back. The affair wasn't the betrayal, it was how easily she made me the villain. The gaslighting, the false therapist notes, the staged fights. And that night, the one where she screamed at the top of her lungs for the neighbors to hear, "He scares me, I don't feel safe." I didn't yell, didn't touch her, didn't even close the door when I left. But the police don't care about silence. In court, she wept, crocodile tears in pearls and a soft navy suit. Said I was controlling, cold, said I didn't support her dreams, her art, her soul. Colin was in the gallery that day. I saw them exchange a glance when I stood to speak. The kind of glance you miss if you're desperate to believe love doesn't lie. But love does lie, and so do lovers. I didn't scream, didn't beg, didn't post dramatic threads online. Instead, I did what I always do best. I watched, listened, recorded. Pulled the old surveillance drive from the loft she claimed I obsessively monitored. She never realized it still fed to the cloud, or that the camera in the vent caught more than just air. I pieced together every night she told me she was at a gallery opening, every charity event she swore I was too dull to attend. Colin's car, same license plate, same 11:37 p.m. departure. She took everything in the divorce, house, car, reputation. So I took what she couldn't fake, truth. And I invested every last cent into something they'd never consider. Revenge wrapped in success. I turned the settlement into seed capital, started a boutique VC firm, hired the best, let them eat while I stayed in the dark. 5 years later, my firm owns 43% of Colin's tech company, through 5 different shells, none traceable to me, until today. I emailed the financial documents to myself before walking into the gala. The acquisition announcement had just hit. Colin was now working for me, and didn't even know it. He reached out to shake my hand, still unaware. "I've heard about your firm," he said. "Congratulations, big moves lately." I met his grip hard. "I like building things," I said, "especially after something collapses." He blinked, uneasy. I handed him a folder, leather-bound, subtle. Just one sentence on the first page. "Check who signed your last funding round." His fingers trembled. Lauren leaned in, her voice honeyed with doubt. "What's this, a business proposal?" "No," I said, and turned to her. "It's closure." Now, in the lobby, after the gala, after the documents, after the mask had cracked, she tried one last insult. "Still taking the bus?" She laughed like the past was a joke I should have gotten over. And then he saw the watch. The same model she used to point to in magazines, whispering, "One day when we've made it." Now I wore it, while she wore regret like perfume. Colin stood frozen, his empire now shackled to the man she destroyed. She realized it too late. I leaned in, just close enough, spoke low. Your lover built his kingdom on my ashes. Paused. Funny thing about ashes, they're fireproof. I walked out before they could respond. Didn't look back. Didn't need to. Her silence told me everything. That split second between pride and collapse. That hollow breath when the mask slips. She thought betrayal would kill me. It didn't. It fed me. I didn't come back to get her. I came back to end the version of me that ever needed her approval. The bus stop was a block away, but I called for the car, not because I needed to, because she needed to see me choose not to walk. Some wounds don't bleed. They invest, they wait, and then they own everything. Quietly. Even you.